by Ruby Baby. I'm Ruby Baby, and in this video I explain why I ended up not doing continuing VEDA. So Card Chronicles number 30, let's just say. It's the last day of April, and I'm on my way somewhere. I have the card to myself, and I decided to just chat with you all really quickly and just explain myself a little bit. Let's see, I was really trying to do this VEDA, and I really, every day I thought of what I possibly could do or share, and I couldn't get to it, to be honest with you. I'm busy, but not busy at the same time. But after I took that little time off, I went to the spa and everything. I just had not a breakdown, because that's not what it was, but my body had a little shutdown, and I was just constantly doing, and like I said, when I gave my body permission to rest, it shut down. And so I just could not get back into the flow of things. I just had a hard time just kind of getting back into pace or whatever. And so I just realized I was being a human doing and not a human being for a little while, and I just had to just kind of recalibrate, let's just say. And also I had a lot going on, so I don't know why I'm a target, but I had a fraud situation again. This time it wasn't somebody stealing my pattern, but it was somebody stealing my money, basically. I had a sale on Etsy, and after I already mailed off the products, I received a message from the buyer saying that it wasn't her. She had some fraudulent situations happening, and she don't know what's going on, blah blah blah, but she didn't order those items. So I said, okay, well, I don't even know I have to figure out how to settle this situation, because I've already shipped you the product. So I said, well, what you can do is, when you receive it, just send it back, or do a return to sender, because I already offer free shipping for all of my things. So I had already paid for shipping. I wasn't going to pay for her to ship it back. So I just was like, see if you can do just a rejection, a return to sender. When I receive the product, I'll reverse, the transactions or what have you. So lo and behold, I did receive the products back, no problem. I went to reverse the transactions, but I was having difficulty at first, because I realized I had never even received the funds to my account. It showed that I received it through Etsy, but I hadn't received the funds. So I called Etsy customer service, had to go through some proceedings with them. They helped me reverse the transactions and XYZ. They told me they see the funds, blah, blah, blah. So my concern to Etsy was, when I called the first time, I said, I didn't receive the funds. So when I reverse these transactions, what I don't want you to do is take the money from me. They assured me that wouldn't happen. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened. So these transactions came out of my account. So essentially, I bought my own items, basically. So for a whole week, it took me trying to settle or figure out this situation. And it's not hard to get Etsy on the phone. You have to find, do a bunch of requests just to get the contact, and you don't even call them, they call you back. You have to request a call back. So I had to keep doing that, trying to remember, how do I get to that option so I can have them call me. and trying to, you know, get these things settled. And they kept saying, well, we did this XYZ, this is what it is, just wait a couple of days and you'll see your funds back. And I was waiting these days and nothing was happening, and I had to keep calling them, you know, and between work, commuting, you know, trying to be a mom and everything, like, and a wife and everything, it was so overwhelming, and it just consumed my free time basically. And I just wasn't in a happy place at that point, because it definitely wasn't you know, loving every stitch worthy. Like, I had no happiness at that situation, trying to figure things out. Well, it turns out, after, you know, reiterating my story, trying to figure things out at XYZ, and after the third or fourth call, never once did Etsy, and it didn't even click to me either, to check my banking, because they said something like, you know, because I had never changed my banking, I had never made any alterations to my account or anything like that. And turns out, like, it was a total hack. Like, they changed my banking, so Etsy was essentially sending funds to me, and I was never receiving them, because they changed my receipt, my banking. Like, I don't even know how they did that. Etsy doesn't even know how they did that. And yeah, so Etsy was pushing money out to me, and I was never receiving it. So I had to go through all of these things. I had to reset my whole entire Etsy account. I had to reset everything. Luckily, I didn't have to, like, close my account and start a new one. So I'm grateful for that I was able to, like, just kind of change everything or whatever. But it was just such a hassle. And then, you know, my husband was trying to be helpful and help me, you know, conduct those business things, because he says I share too much information. I be making friends with everybody I talk to on the phone, and, you know, he's like, you're just giving too much information. That's probably why it's so easy for them to get into you, because you just share too much. So anyway, that's another story. But anyway, you know, it was making me frustrated with him, because, you know, he's trying to help, but at the same time, like, his help wasn't being helpful at the time. And so, you know, he was like, you need to change this, you need to change that. And I was like, I know. And I just closed the computer. And he was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm going to bed. And he was like, but you need to do this, and, like, the sooner the better. And I'm like, I understand, but I don't even have it in me anymore. Like, I had a very, very long day, and, you know, I can craft all day long, but when it comes to that administrative stuff, computer stuff, like, it's not my thing. And I say that all the time, and it just really isn't. And I didn't want to do anything else that particular day. And, you know, and then I went on ahead and do it, because he was just like, fine, you want to keep getting hacked, you want people to keep stealing your money, you want people to, and it's like, you know, and that's what I didn't need. I didn't need that, you know, if you want people to do all these things to you, like, keep on, just stay the way you are. And I was like, all right, fine. So I went on ahead, I changed everything. He legit made me create a whole new email. I'm like, I have like 12 emails. Like, why couldn't you just use another one? He was like, no, because, like, they may be able to have access to that. They had access to change your whole routing and banking. Like, you don't know what they have. So I'm like, all right, fine. So I had to create a whole new email, set up all new passwords, and this, that, and the other. And then when I went to change it, I still couldn't change it that night, because you can't change anything within a 24-hour period of time. Like, they like, all right, you already changed it. Like, you're not going to change, you can't change it again for another 24 hours at least. So then I was just, like, even more frustrated, because I really, like, he made me do it. I went on ahead and did it, and it still was ineffective at that moment. So I was like, I really could have waited. So that was that. So I you know, finally got everything straightened out with that. But that just took, like, so much energy and life. It was definitely life sucking to get that straightened out. But it is done. I'm back, you know, in good standing with everything as far as I'm concerned. I had to close my bank account. I had to go get a whole new bank card. I went to the bank, and when I went there, they were kind of busy, and I was like, I'm here to, you know, I just need to have a new card printed. And they just, like, would not do it. They was like, we can't do it. Like, whoever the banker has appointments. And I'm like, you don't need an appointment to print a card. And he was like, yeah, well, I mean, she told us that, you know, not to give her any more clients or this, that, and the other. So that particular day, I couldn't even get a new card, and it was like I needed gas in my car, and it was like it's just, things were just piling up. But I can smile about it now because it's behind me. But I was definitely not smiling these past couple of days in that regard. What have I been doing craft-wise? I've been preparing to make sass bags, so I have a bunch of heads that I've been working on in my free time when I can. Actually, I haven't really been crocheting a whole lot these past couple of days. I just been kind of out of it, but I'm back. I'm ready to get back on the ball. I'm making more bags. I have an event towards the end of May, so I'm just gonna do bags and maybe some accessories, some earrings or something like that. So you'll be seeing some more of that from me. I haven't even been able to finish writing the pattern. I'm still writing the pattern for the sass bag. I've written the pattern, but I'm actually, putting it in pattern form, and then I will be doing the tutorial. So it'll be two. You'll have the written pattern and the tutorial, and that'll be coming to you guys soon. I did the RBM from my giveaway. Everybody has reached out to me and gotten their prizes. So the person who won the RBM wanted a sass backpack. So I'll show you a picture of that because that's already gone. It's shipped out. And yeah, so it came out really, really cute. And she had a bunch of specs. So that just worked out really well. I'm happy about that. And that is really it as far as craft that I can think of. But I did want to check in with you guys. It is the last day of April. I'm hoping to get this video uploaded before the end of the day. And yeah, so I mean, I've tested the waters. I think I can do it. Maybe I'll try again. Maybe August. Maybe, and I'll be better prepared and ready for that. I'm preparing for my my summer make for the seasonal yarn hop that I'm doing with Kim the Crafty Nomad and the gang. So yeah, that's about it. I am dry. I know you can see the traffic or whatever. I'm doing a solid little bit above 80, getting across the highway. Oh, can I share with you guys? So, I wanted a motorcycle when I moved out to the rural area, and I was preparing to get one. I was practicing, and I had a fall. And I talked to you guys about that in a previous video. I had a fall, and then my husband kind of shut it down, and he was like, you're too valuable. Like, we can't just have you, falling off bikes in these streets. But I'm trying to tell him, like, that's not, you don't just go out to just go falling. So that's, that's not a thing. But anyway, we came to an agreement on how to get me into motorsports. And so I went to go look at some bikes. I did that last week. I went to go look at a bike. The model that I want is kind of not in stock right now, but I put my deposit, so when it does come into stock, I'll be the first person they call to get it. So the compromise is that I have to have 3 wheels. So I found a really nice one that I like, and yeah, so I should be getting that soon. Hopefully before the summer is over, I'll get it. And yeah, so stay tuned for that. I took a picture of it, and I'll share that with you guys. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. So I have been just I've been, just shopping around and doing stuff in preparation for that, because, I'll do some modifications and customizations and, all of the things. I'm really excited. about that. And I'll probably be sharing some road trips when I get it. I can't wait. I'm really excited. But yeah, so that is all for now. I appreciate you all watching, spending some time with me. I appreciate you just being a part of my crafty life. And thank you for supporting me in this VEDA. I did say it would be almost every day. I just didn't think I would just like bow out at the home stretch, but it was very challenging, and I will do better if I try again next time. But I thank you all for your support and love, and